5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. In the present case, 4 FIRs have been filed against the petitioner for offences under the AP Prohibition Act. Investigation is complete and charge sheets have also been filed, and hence the matters are ready for trial. These cases involve ordinary law and order problems. The petitioner will undergo the requisite punishment if eventually convicted by the competent court. However, he cannot be preventively detained and prevented from facing trial merely because he is allegedly a habitual offender or has secured bail in all the cases. Stanza. The chemical analysis of the samples allegedly taken from the petitioner state that they are unfit for human consumption and injurious to health. The impugned judgment erroneously holds that this is sufficient to arrive at the subjective satisfaction that the petitioner was required to be preventively detained without examining whether the ingredients of the explanation regarding prejudice to public order are satisfied. The total quantity of ID liquor found in the petitioner's possession in all four cases is allegedly 55 liters, which is a relatively small quantity. There is no imputation that any person consumed any liquor from the petitioner or endangered his life or suffered any serious health issues. Stanza. Mere lab reports cannot be determinative of whether the alleged criminal activity is of such magnitude or intensity as to constitute a grave, widespread danger or oblique to public health. Pertinently, in Rekha versus State of Tamil Nadu (Supra), the detainee was accused of selling expired drugs after tampering with labels. The allegation was of bootlegging, distilling liquor. No doubt, such expired drugs or illicitly distilled liquor any may be unfit for human consumption and may even affect the health of those consuming such products. Stanza. Nevertheless, these were not considered as being prejudicial to the maintenance of public order. Rather, the ordinary provisions of the IPC Drugs and Cosmetics Act and the AP Prohibition Act, as the case may be, were deemed sufficient to deal with these situations. It is therefore submitted that the preventive detention orders against the sufficient petitioners to be quashed and he be permitted to face trial as per ordinary due process. The detention orders are disproportionate and suffer from non-application of mind of the AP Act can only be issued only if it is necessary so to do to prevent a person from acting in a manner prejudicial to public order. Stanza. The doctrine of opportunity oblique proportionality, which requires that the least restrictive means be used when imposing any restraint on a fundamental right, is therefore built into the statute. In the present case, the petitioner was granted bail in all cases against him after giving an opportunity of hearing to the state. If the petitioner subsequently committed any offence or violated any condition of bail, the state ought to have approached the concerned court for cancellation of bail, issuance of preventive detention order, which approached drastically curtailed the petitioner's right to liberty under Article 21, is certainly neither the most suitable nor the least restrictive method of preventing the petitioner from engaging in any further alleged criminal activity. Stanza. Without prejudice, a person ought to be preventively detained only for the period absolutely necessary in order to achieve the object in question, that is, prevent public disorder, while the maximum period of detention can be 12 months as per Section 13 of the AP Act. The state nevertheless has the discretion to provide for a lesser period or even modify a detention order under Section 14. However, in the present case, respondent number 1 has wide order dated 18/10/2022 directed that the petitioner be detained for the maximum period of 12 months without any application of mind or providing any reasons to why this is necessary. Stanza. Further, the grounds for detention and order dated 25/8/2022 were admittedly issued on the basis of a proposal dated 5/8/2022 made by the Superintendent of Police. A bare perusal of this proposal shows that the grounds for detention therein are identical to the grounds of detention appended to the order dated 25/8/2022. It therefore appears that the order dated 25/8/2022 was passed placing blind reliance on the proposal of the SP without any independent application of mind. The delegated power and discretion vested in the district magistrate under Section 3 (2) has virtually been further subdelegated to the superintendent